Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Ash Takeoff, and as you can see, we're getting right into this tutorial on how I did my Alicia keys half up, half down with some clip-in style. Call it what you want to call it, okay? The freestyle braids in the front, Alicia Keys braids, regular scalp braids, parted crazy. I didn't use a lot of product for this style because my hair is freshly washed, so I actually do a decent job gripping my hair without any product when it's freshly washed. So that's showing y'all we ain't got a lot that we working with. A little bit goes a long way, okay? Trust the process. Now, my inspo for these braids were like what we've been seeing lately on social media. I've noticed that they've been trending and people typically get them going all the way back, but I wanted to switch it up because why am I going to be struggling or feeling frustrated, feeling like I have to braid and part my hair all the way back? Not actually. So this is a great way to substitute it with some clip-ins or extensions and still be able to get this cute style in the front. I personally start on one side and I'm going to complete my whole side of a half. This was starting to sound like some math, so let me start over. I like to work on half of my head first, and then I can mirror the other side based off what I've already done. So this is me just showing you guys how I parted the hair to get my sections. I found that it's easier to work in sections of two. So on one half, you have two sections, and on the other half, you have another two sections. And this was what I did to kind of get my parts how I wanted them. I did try to go for kind of those crazy parted zigzag looks on some of the pieces, but for the most part, these are just some basic straight back braids. You would be surprised at what we can do with just our natural hair. Like, I did one half of my head in less than like an hour. It did not take long at all because I didn't feed in no hair, y'all. This is natural hair friendly. I didn't use no braiding hair. If you're someone who may need some braiding hair, of course you can do what's best for you, but I found that I like the flatter, smaller braids, and this was perfect for what I was going for. This is a look of how it is once I went on the other side. I'm literally using one half to mirror the other, which helps with parting because all I had to do was literally mimic what I saw on the other side. At first, I was going to try to start from the middle end, but I ended up just going to the very edge like I did the other side, and then I'm going to work my way up. If you're someone who can't scalp braid, or maybe you're just not, comfortable with how your braids look, you can always opt out for like the rubber band styles that we've been seeing. You can do flat twists. It's so many ways that you can get this look without actually having to braid down your hair. So again, don't forget, if you don't know how to braid, you can either get a friend or somebody to braid it for you, or just try something different like the rubber band method, connections, or just do some flat twists. This part is pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna let you guys vibe out, and then I'll come back to you guys when it's time to throw in some clip-ins. For this method, I will not be finishing my scalp braids all the way to the end. I want to leave about a couple of inches so I can use for my ponytail. So you guys will see that later, so keep on watching. So once we get our braids together, that's when we're going to go in and get started on our clip-ins. I personally like to go in with some type of stand-up mirror. That helps me be able to see in the back of my head without struggling. And I'm one of those people, I don't know, I just gotta part my hair to put it in my clip-ins. If you want to use your fingers to guide out your hair to use as your sections, you can do that. But I just like to know that my clip-ins aren't clipping on some hair because that gets aggravating. So when I part it and make sure the parts are clean, it helps me make sure that that's not happening. I used about 7 to 8 clip-ins in the back. Don't forget, you can always use extension. This could be a Sewin in the back. This could be a Quickweave in the back. It could be curly clip-ins. Extensions, y'all. Get creative. There's a lot of things that you can do in the back. You can even do some knotless braids in the back. But this is what I wanted to do for this style. I was feeling some longer hair, but I also wanted some braids. So I was like, hello, 2 for 1 style. Once I did this, y'all, don't come for me, okay? I don't know why I was trying to comb these clip-ins with a fine-tooth rat tail comb. Like, what, Ashley? So do as I say, not sometimes what you see me do, but Don't be like me. You see that bun I have in the front? I'm gonna have 2 clip-ins with this little extra hair to make a ponytail. Everything in my hand will be the ponytail, but because my hair is not the length of these extensions, we're gonna add about 2 clip-ins in it, and that's gonna help it look a little more seamless. Now, my clip-ins are not layered, which is why I opt to do a little braid in my ponytail. So that's kind of like my way to style it, to fake it till I make it. Here is a close-up look of how I add those 2 clip-ins at that front part so we can make a ponytail. So my braids are not braided all the way down. I braided them just enough to where it will not unravel, and then I'm going to clip in some clips going backwards, so then I'll eventually add my hair to it and make a ponytail. So that's what it's looking like. This is the back that I'm showing y'all. Disregard the back because it's in a claw clip, but only look at the front. I'm going to pull my little braid pieces up with that 2 clip-ins I put in with my natural hair and just tie it in a ponytail. That's all I had to do for the length of my hair. If your hair is shorter, that little hack I did with braiding down your ponytail a little bit will be great for you because it helps hide the length of your hair. And y'all, that's it. That's another view of what I did on my TikTok, and that's how the ponytail is looking. I eventually opted out for a braid, and if you braid it down, you'll hide your hair, y'all, and that's what it looks like. I chose not to plait my scalp braids all the way down for this particular reason. If I wanted to switch up my ponytail and curl it, or if I want to do this braided look, it's easier to do that without having your plaits showing in the actual ponytail. But this is still showing y'all how it looks in the back. I love this style so much, and this is how it came out. So let me know what you guys think down below. Something quick and simple. It did take me under 2.5 hours to achieve this look, and I'm very happy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Subscribe for more relatable content, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.